In this video, we're going to talk about the 2021 film, Wild Indian. Wild Indian is a 2021 crime drama directed by Lyle Corbine Jr. and starring Michael Greyeyes, Chaske Spencer, Kate Bosworth, Jesse Eisenberg, Phoenix Wilson, Julian Gopal, Lisa Cromarty, and more. In Wild Indian, an abused Native American boy named Makwa takes out his anger at life on the boy that's been talking to his crush by shooting him in the woods and then burying the body with the help of his cousin Teddo. Makwa quickly runs away from home, and we fast forward several decades to find out that time has been kind to him, but not to his cousin. When Teddo gets out of prison, he comes looking for Makwa in an attempt to settle his conscience. I think I saw this film on one of those best films you haven't seen kind of lists, and it sounded really interesting to me, so I thought I'd give it a shot. I certainly didn't regret it. While Wild Indian does have a few problems, overall it's a really well written and directed film with some great performances. Michael Greyeyes is stunning as the older Makwa, a man who very obviously is carrying a lot of darkness around with him. In that same vein, Chaske Spencer, who plays the older Teddo, has all of his darkness out on display. That guy really makes you feel the deep regret and anger that he has about his life. He doesn't say much, but he shows it, and that's a welcome thing. He's getting the emotions across without going overboard. There's one scene in particular where he's sleeping on his sister's couch and his nephew is trying to sneak into the living room to watch cartoons. And he tells the boy that it's all right to come in, and you can just see the pain in his eyes. He's hurt by the fact that his nephew may be scared of him. He just wants his life back, to be normal, which is what leads him to seek out Makwa. Teddo knows that the only way he's going to redeem his life is to set things right in whatever way he can. Which leads you back to Michael Greyeyes as Makwa. When the two finally do meet, the darkness between them explodes and a whole lot of bad happens after that. One of the things I liked about Wild Indian is that it never lets up. Makwa is written as an unapologetically bad character, and Greyeyes' performance certainly lives up to that. Makwa is not someone I would want to come across in my life. That dude has evil inside of him. Which leads me to one of the few gripes that I have about the film, and that is the ending. After all Makwa does in this film, both as a kid and as an adult, it feels like the ending tries to give him a pseudo-redemption. You as a viewer know that it's fake, but the characters in his life, his boss and his wife, they only know a lie, so they're just glad that everything worked out. But that aspect of it really bugged me. I guess ultimately most viewers want to see the bad guy punished for the evil they've done, but like the real world, oftentimes it's the good people who suffer and the evil continues on. One casting note I would make is that Jesse Eisenberg plays Makwa's business partner, and while I do love Jesse Eisenberg, I think he's really a wrong fit here. Makwa is one of those alpha finance bros, and Eisenberg is just not capable of striking that kind of tone. Those types of people tend to run together, and I just had a hard time buying that they were partners. The film is only about 90 minutes, and to be honest, I wish it would have been longer to flesh out some of the story between Makwa and Teddo a little bit more. I think that is where the film really lacks for me, is the fact that you build up this family connection and this shared connection to a crime, and then when the adults come together, things happen a little too quickly. It doesn't feel like the story between the two is given room to breathe. All in all, though, I really enjoyed Wild Indian. It really does a good job of giving you strong characters, good performances, and keeping you in the story. It's one of those rare films that I wish was longer so we could get a little bit more of the story, because I feel like Corbin definitely hints towards some things that could have been explored more. Whether it was budget or timing or whatever, we just didn't quite get that. If you get a chance and you like crime dramas, give Wild Indian a shot. That's it for this one. You can like, comment, and subscribe below. I appreciate all those things. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.